Yes, well, I'm not my predecessor, Mr. Cartier. I'm not prone to outrage.
Your Excellency, officially or not, we've been threatened with war. We must react.
Indeed. How many men are you planning to put in arms, then?
Some thousands, Your Excellency. Many thousands, of course, but the number of farmers we give muskets to is hardly going to be decisive.
Are you planning to raise a proper army, then?
No. We were under the impression that we were under the protection of the finest military in the world, Your Excellency.
Oh, indeed you are. We shall certainly dispatch some thousands of troops to Canada immediately. Meanwhile, the Americans will arm 1 million men, likely in the north alone. Do not imagine the British Empire is going to get drawn into a land war against a force that size over an expanse of rock and trees.
And how can you expect Canada to defend herself against that, Your Excellency?
Well, I understand your problem, gentlemen. I regret that I cannot do more to help you solve it.
George, you'll have a wee dram before you go up yourself.
Oh, aye.
Anne, come meet George. Well, have you met my sister before? It's been so long.
No.
Mr. Premier?
Oh, no. Just plain George Brown, please.
But you were Premier.
Perhaps technically, not in any real way. Anyway, I'm out of politics now. I'm just a businessman.
Is that a difficult transition?
Aye, it is. That's why I'm in Scotland. Remove myself from the temptation for a while.
You must be concerned by the war in America.
Oh, very much. Cheers.
Slashy.
It must seem very distant from here, but in Canada, it's all too immediate. Believe me. My real fear is that the colonies will get pulled into it.
Do you have a side? Canada, I mean. The papers here tend to favor the South.
Surely not. No, no, no. My sympathies lie entirely with the abolitionist cause.
Another one. Anne won't keep quiet about it.
I've written on the subject, you know.
I do.
How do you know that?
Well, I did some small research when I learned that Mr. Brown was coming to stay. I found your writings both passionate and persuasive.
I'm flattered.
What do you mean the British won't defend us? That's ridiculous.
It's reality. They'll make a show, but they won't go to war.
So how are we supposed to defend ourselves? It's not 1812 anymore. We can't very well go and burn down the White House
Yes,
again.
we know that.
America
we can't
is
stop them
vastly stronger
by force
than we are.
of arms. Therefore, we must mount a real effort to dissuade them from invading.
Meaning what, John? What's a real effort?
50,000 men in arms, $1 million for fortifications all the way across the country from Quebec City to Sault Ste. Marie.
We can't afford that, John.
We can raise it.
You're proposing conscription.
That is how armies are raised, yes.
You're not making sense, John. First you say we can't defend ourselves, then we say you have to raise an army? Why? If we can't win, why?
Because there must be a price to pay, Galt. If the Americans want us, they must realize it will cost them in blood. And if England will abandon us, it will cost them in honor.
Stop now, John. If there's no hope of
Why
this.
should England defend us if we won't defend ourselves? Why shouldn't America take us if the cost is free?
Not conscription. I can't support it. Not ever.
We have no other choice.
I can't sell it.
If the Americans come, they may treat your people well, George, but they won't do it in French.
Sorry, John. You will not get the votes.
Damned if I won't. We have to make the maximum commitment to defense possible. It is the only chance we have of controlling our own destiny.
Well, why do you need me? I mean, you're the government. The French won't back you. Is that it? Of course they won't. And you want me to play the bogeyman so that you can have conscription and lay the blame on us?
No. I'll take full responsibility. You have my word.
Well, I won't do it.
I'll make you Premier, Seinfeld. Whatever it takes.
Yeah, you'll make me premier, all right. As soon as you fall.
I will bring the bill to the floor, Sandfield. At least the people can see who tried to defend their country and who stood by.
All those in favor of the militia bill?
You're drunk. Why would I do this sober?
All those opposed? The government is defeated.